Let's talk through a few options for how you might look into modernizing legacy solutions. You're an inside innovator, you're a person who can combine both the technical and the business knowledge. You've got the energy and enthusiasm to get after and tackle things like this. One of the things you've heard from some of your colleagues is don't touch it. Never touch it. Just code freeze on that old solution and let's just go buy something new off the shelf. Part of your spidey senses might be saying to yourself, I don't know that we can just pause and throw it out. It may contain a ton of secret sauce. It may contain a lot of wisdom. We've been investing incrementally into it over the years, and okay, some of that might be somewhat inefficient, but it doesn't mean that the solution overall is sort of condemned. You're the kind of person that digs in and sees value maybe where others don't, and I believe that's a very powerful weapon when you're looking at tricky things like legacy modernization. Some others might say, well, look, let's chart a course and let's migrate to an entirely different platform. That may also have certain trade-offs and advantages, and using your kind of analyst mindset, you may be able to create like a nice matrix of pros and cons or strengths and weaknesses and kind of enumerate and list out what those migrations could look like. Be sure to note that sometimes, kind of the ERP migration, one hidden risk with it is that once in a while you have a complete ERP rejection. You have a complete ERP failure to implement. Hopefully with your great insights and other leaders, you're going to reduce that risk down as low as you possibly can. But know that it never goes down to zero. Some may also say, hey, look, let's take the old system and completely rewrite it from scratch. Let's start from the beginning again. You may see that there's been thousands and thousands of hours poured into it and think, how do I take those thousands of hours and assume that they're going to turn into 500 or just 1,000 hours to rewrite the whole thing? There's a lot of sort of tricky business in that. As one of my clients like to say, we know enough to kind of know where the bodies are buried. So what do? Is there another way? Is there a way where you can modernize the legacy solution without kind of throwing out the baby with the bathwater, where you can bring it forward without having to have the organization kind of have a waterfall, eat the elephant type of risk moment? We either need to change or we need to stay the course. Is there a middle ground where you can establish an ongoing modernization process? You can be sure to measure it so that way every 2 weeks, every month, you're making tangible, discrete progress toward your goals. So there absolutely is an end game. There's a milestone out there. There's a target. And also, if that target drifts a bit and during the process, if there's other things that come that we never thought of, you can maintain enough flexibility that you still have ultimate success. And I think that's what we all want. So stay tuned. We'll keep unpacking these questions around legacy modernization, how you as an inside innovator have a unique vantage to contribute in this space, and I believe how you can kind of find this other way of continuous, ongoing, and progressive improvement within your legacy tools. That's what I've got. Thank you.